Hello, and welcome back to KillCure, Your Vice. On the last episode, we got the rules and the synopsis of this killing game, and I quite like the one they've added. They've added a twist that doesn't seem too overpowered, I guess. Something to call them their own. Yeah. Just to go over it, I guess. The Blackened can now choose a sidekick, and either one can be voted for. But if one of them is either one is voted for, the other person does not get executed, but they also don't leave. Anyway, so it's a way to enforce, well, not enforce, but encourage cooperation amongst Blackens. Anyway, as Hide asks, how do you expect us to solve actual murders? Especially when up to two of us are actively working against the group.
You'll be pleased to know.
Well, it'll certainly be hard, but it's not impossible. Surely it's not too much to ask of a group of such prestigious...
Such harmonious screams.
Oh wait, you're not ultimates anymore. How unfortunate. But too bad. Snoop around and collect alibis, because this will be a mandatory assignment.
What a stupid idea.
Oh, and a word of advice. If two people start vouching for each other, other really passionately... for each other really passionately. Okay. They'll probably both be... they're probably both blackened. Probably. True. Just means you can't trust anyone with an alibi less than 4.
Hear me well.
The rules describing the two blackened roles are known, or will be known as the KillCure system.
Let's see how this turns out.
There's also a few technicalities which, when it comes to multiple victims, multiple killers, tied votes, suicides, yada yada. We'll burn those bridges when it comes to them, or if you come to them. Fair enough. So can't check them out right now. For now, keep things simple.
Your nefarious deeds end here!
I refuse to participate in this. That's fine.
I don't understand!
What?
Surprised to see me?
I mentioned before, there were 2 reasons why your imprisonment will not last long.
My oh my.
The possibility of a blackened victory is the first. However, it is just that, a possibility.
Trying to ruin my game!
There's always a chance that you colorful cretins will prove more intelligent than I had anticipated, solving every murder that comes your way.
Stop this now!
Even worse is a scenario in which no murders happen at all for an extended period of time.
So?
Sounds like something for us all to strive for, then.
Nonsensical!
I do not have the patience to wait for a tragedy that will never come.
Tempting.
And as the merciful nature of my other half will surely fade away as time passes, so too will my interest in the killing game.
How best to torment you.
Therefore, once the festival reaches 34 days, I shall declare Caesura and bring the symphony to a swift conclusion. When that happens, the only rule remaining will be that of survival of the fittest. So we have a time limit. Okay, a permanent motive. Either 2 of us survive or 1 of us survive. This makes me believe that the images we saw at the start of the prologue was the ending. We win. Last one alive. No one else with us.
Is that...
So kind of like a sudden deathmatch?
Oh?
If that helps you understand, then so be it.
Die!
True chaos will be brought forth. The bonds forged throughout your time here will be mercilessly trampled as I turn friend against friend. True. So, the lesser of 2 evils is actually working with someone to help the Blackened escape.
Pretentious!
Because let's be fair, I believe in the last episode I suggested someone as the Blackened just kills someone and votes off this. It gets their conspirator killed with them, but they'd still, obviously the Blackened would survive, but they'd still be in there. I guess that would be killing off 2 people, but again, you know, Though thinking about it, that could be a good way to get rid of Yato. Yato is obviously a giant man who probably has a lot of physical strength behind him. Get rid of him. Naomi's probably too smart to fall for that trick. Probably won't work on her. She's also probably as good at designing crafts, considering she is the former ultimate building constructing design. Architect, that's the word. Hooray! Allies, betrayed and slaughtered without second thought. The most cherished of ideals, broken for the sake of self-preservation. And at the end of it all, specters of agony and shame will linger over the ruin of Bito with a single prayer on their lips.
Such harmonious
Only one will
screams.
remain, and the rest will burn. Painful shiver courses through my body. I recognize that phrase. It was the hint given to us at the beginning of the escape room. And the numbers were 1, 3, 4, and 4. Is that, or is that not a hint as well? Okay, we'll have to see based on the patterns of how things go. The ever-growing dread I had been running throughout the creature's cruel explanation takes a new form. A vision of the destroyed academy, our corpses strewn across the courtyard as the authorities frantically, hopelessly search for the survivors. Is this what he's going to do to us?
Want to murder anyone?
Please forgive
yet?
me for being a little bit vague about what will happen. In truth, I would like for much of it to remain a surprise. And by the looks of things, a bit of secrecy can leave a lasting impression.
Not faking, pal.
That's messed up. So messed up.
Fate is cruel.
So, that must be the second reason why you don't expect us to stay here very long. So we only have a month. Just over. We're all gonna die in a month or so. Is that it?
Hear me
Well, no one's fate is set in stone. Except, Stone Crown. Crownstone. Either way, Yato. That's his name. I wouldn't count on a miracle, though. Just to be safe, you should play things. You should play the killing game instead.
Distasteful.
The procedure of the class trial are well defined and meticulously enforced. Much better than taking your chances with an unknown rule set. Honestly, it's got a point.
To think you would...
Threatening as that may be, we will not bow to your whims.
Unacceptable.
Well, not all of us. None of us will commit murder. Some of us will.
Completely wrong.
That's what they all say. But they never mean it. You're simply performing an act of self-righteousness to keep up appearances. True. Seems about like him. No matter, it will be fun to watch your sense of justice shatter and crumble into dust. I feel like Momoe's sense of justice will probably be the reason she dies. And she will not be a murderer. So, Busho will definitely kill. Oniji will kill. Taro will die. Naomi could kill, but she's smart enough not to, I think. Actually, I think Naomi's going to try and get us to be the conspirator. And it's going to come down to convincing everyone that we're the conspirators and not the Blackens, getting Naomi killed. Manzo will kill. Iki Namiki survive. Maru sadly survive. I don't see much purpose of her, but she will probably survive. I don't know who else there is. Hide, or antagonist, I suppose, survive. Fan could survive. Likely a victim. Best girl with a really long name, who I need to steal the mug from. Could be either victim, killer, or survivor. I don't know. No matter, it'll be fun. Yeah, I've already read that one. Cut the humor. This farce has gone on way too long.
That's messed
way
up.
too far. Yeah, this isn't funny anymore. can we go back to the part where we were ganging up on you? True.
Lament.
To turn the table so suddenly, only a demon could bring about such swift change in fortune.
Jesus Christ!
Someone, call the police. Call the Navy. Call Animal Control.
My, oh my.
Maybe, if only, but there isn't any service here, Tux.
I am deeply disappointed.
I suspected as much. It is simply inconceivable that he would allow us to contact the outside world. And after going through all this effort to contain us.
This is the outcome, then.
As such, there's not much we can do to leverage the situation. Only weapons to stay calm and... Oh, Yuta, I could see you being a killer, but I also suspect you being a victim, based on your personality of germaphobe. Stay calm. Stay calm when this hellspawn is enticing us into breaking the 6th most important commandment.
Boring!
The 6th? That has to be... that has to be at least number 2. After the one that says you need to take the day off on Sunday.
Okay, it's bad.
I suggest we run. It probably can't chase all of us all at once. Now are you hitting us with the some of you may die? Well, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I would never.
No, I won't force anyone to fend for themselves. Yeah, you're not forcing us. Toya, hard of hearing, victim.
What a shame.
The teacher probably could be a killer. Surprise killer, honestly. I would expect a victim, but... Okay. You could be the meat shield then. Iki Namiki's got a point. You are the biggest.
Damn it!
Shoko. Victim or survivor. Someone distract this monkey or something. The rest of us can swim to safety.
I'm a little concerned.
We're miles away from mainland. And...
I'm gonna strike.
I could try throwing a megaphone at it. It's like 4 kilograms. It might do a lot of damage.
How dare you!
I can hear you now.
Too late to back
I
down.
mean, didn't someone try and kick it and we're too slow? Oh, I got it. Throw the short one. Which short one?
The fuck's wrong with you?
How dare...
How violent!
I think throwing people will just make it more angry. We must find a way to resolve this matter peacefully. Honestly, props to you, Momoe, trying to be voice of reason.
I didn't mean to.
This is all too much. How could you do something like this?
Coco! Coco! Don't you dare mistake me for that insufferable, saccharine, spineless, uninspired excuse for a mascot!
Did someone say Coco? Oh, Coco. Fan did. Okay.
I am Bizarro Saru, Vice Counselor at Bitokukawa Academy, and unequivocal master of your minds and bodies.
So you're the vice counselor. You're not even the full counselor.
And if you don't think about hurting yourself or others within the next 30 days, I'll have failed at my job.
But some people already do think about hurting themselves. That's the opposite of your job. Well, I guess you are the bizarre version, aren't you? Like Bizarro Superman. Does that also mean we're supposed to take the opposite of what you say? Are we gonna be fine after 30 days? I'm just gonna call you Bizarro.
We
got Coco and
Wells
Bizarro.
curses you.
That explains why he's been so violent and cruel in comparison.
Ah, darn it!
Maybe we could try and bring the other monkey back. The one that seemed a lot nicer.
Pretentious!
If you're going to show a bit bias towards my lesser half, at least be discreet about it. No?
You have some gall.
Since you had the goal to make such a diminutive comparison, I should probably mention that all the rules I brought up are just a formality.
Your lives are mine.
If you annoy me too much, I might just snap your neck on the spot. And that last comment put you on thin ice, Twinkle Toes.
Inconceivable!
That's so arbitrary.
You should be ashamed.
No wonder you're also setting us killing each other. No being with conscience could devise a system so outlandishly cruel. We're all gonna die, aren't we?
What nonsense is this?
I was not prepared for this at all.
Fuck that noise!
Useless. You're all useless. I'll show you cruel and arbitrary.
No!
That is a sentence.
That's impossible!
No, wait. Choco rushes towards the malevolent creature and screaming and flailing his limbs in abject rage. Oh man, is the best character going to die out of an example? An instant, the futility of Shoko's impassionate assault is made abundantly clear. Oh man, well, his neck's getting snapped.
My. Someone felt tempted to reach for the monkey's paw.
Well, we know what happens with monkey paws. The tail scarf had triple... What? The tail scarf, oh, okay. Had triple the length, constricting Shoko's neck like a bloodthirsty stalked python. Every so often, there's an arbitrary depth of gap left loose in grips enough to keep Shoko alive.
Why am I not surprised? There's always one dimwit who tries to attack the mascot and gets maimed in the process.
True. It's also the one that was supposed to follow the rules. Yep. Yeah, he's not making it. Yeah.
That's...
Fuck you!
That's a shame.
A fighter to the bitter end. Don't delude yourself into thinking you're some kind of martyr. You're merely a means to an end. A tool that I'll use to establish the stakes of our game. A way to show these idiots how serious I really am.
It seems to be so. So, we are starting with 16, not 17.
Serious enough to give our class a front row seat to a human dissection.
Well. Shoko flails about like a dying animal, furiously scratching and clawing at the neck with no avail. His weakening cries of terror pierce the depths of my soul. But the cold and heavy hands of fear holds me firmly in place.
Saru, or whatever you call yourself, please, let him go. We'll work within your rules, if only for now.
That's nice of you, the teacher, but I don't trust that's gonna happen.
Now that you're faced with the consequences of your own actions, you're suddenly willing to listen? How appallingly predictable.
I mean, he's got a point that people will only listen when they get hurt because of their own actions. Yeah. I know too many people like that who just won't, not until I get hurt.
You think that's enough to forgive the level of utter disrespect you've all treated me with?
Let's be fair. You're still gonna get disrespect, no matter how long this game goes.
We're sorry about Uda kicking you as well. We promise it won't happen again.
Yeah, and I was just joking about the monkey brains as well.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be correct? I mean, he's a monkey, so he would have a monkey's brain.
I wasn't. Yes! Super sorry. My sincerest condolences to your species for having such delectable gray matter.
I'm trying to think. Because all it's going to take is one person to be defiant to kill Shoko, right? Which they wouldn't be held responsible for by the rules itself, but by the other people around them, probably would. But it would also be one less person to deal with.
Your word is law in this academy. We won't forget it.
He's probably going to want you Ted, to praise him like gods.
Please let him go, Mr. Bizarro Saru, sir. We're begging you.
Finally, we reach an understanding.
I'm not gonna lie, but all it would take is one person to go, nah, just kill him. Just do it. Snap his neck. I mean, again, because like, what if we could... It's a gambling move, but either Shoko dies, because he calls a bluff. Or we could rub in the fact that Bizarro Saru is doing the job for us, eliminating people and making it too easy. And it might hurt his ego enough to spitefully let Choco live. That's just the thought I had. I probably would be with the others. I wouldn't verbally apologize, but I would definitely try and stop people from aggravating. I don't know. I feel like if someone's life was in the line, I feel like that's what I do. But this is since I'm not there. Devil's advocate's on my shoulder saying, "Hey, what if we just tempt fate a little bit more?"
Hear me well, airworms. Abandon all your pitiful notions of escaping from this island on your own terms.
I mean, playing the game willingly would be our own terms, would it not?
Every plan you've ever conceived, every trick you'll ever employ, I've already predicted and accounted for.
Well, that seems like a challenge.
Frankly, I expected something a bit smarter than a direct and announced attack. I'm insulted that you even thought to try.
By that logic, you didn't predict... If you expected something different, you didn't predict it, then that's a contradictory statement.
Attempting to escape, contacting the outside world, breaking our game with some trivial technicality. You'll find it all quite impossible, I'm afraid.
So, it's not a game then? If your game cannot be broken because the rules aren't perfect, then yeah.
I want nothing more than a good, clean bloodbath. Former ultimates indulging in vice, free to suffer the consequences.
I'll just wait the month out. I'll take my chances when it's everyone against everyone. Well, I say that, then it'll be me versus Yato at some point, and then I'll be like, oh no.
Oh, and teach this pint-sized punk not to cross me again. I'd hate to deprive you the pleasure of killing such a miserable whelp.
See? So I feel like my idea would work. Say, making it too easy for us if you do it for us. It evidently tosses Shoko aside, towards us like a ragdoll. He hits the floor and writhes in pain before his limbs abruptly go limp. We rush to his side and recoil upon seeing the dozens of blood-red marks carefully trace the skin of his neck.
He's just unconscious. I think he'll be fine, but he needs fresh air immediately.
Bad news about that, teacher. We're underground. Locked in underground.
Well, there's a lot of it outside this room, isn't there?
Is there?
Feel free to leave. It'll be much easier to commit murder when you're all scattered and unaccounted for.
True.
Oh, I can't wait to see who will die first. Should we start taking bets? My money's on the one who deserves it.
Who's that mean? But that's a good question. Who is going to be the first one to die? I don't know. It's probably not going to be the teacher. Probably not going to be Yato. It's going to be someone we don't expect. Probably not going to be Hide. Who is going to break first, I guess, is the key answer. Because that's going to determine who's they're going to target. Who is the most mentally weak? I don't know.
I might just maul one of you here and now for the fun of it. Let's get things started with a bang, why don't we?
You had a chance, but you chose not to. At the moment, the ceiling let loose a fine cloud of... What? A fine cloud of mist, okay. Cloaked in the air in a sea of grey. Biz's small yet imposing figure melts away in the smoke. His voice growing even louder.
It's trying to poison us! Ah!
No, it's just smoke.
We have to get out of here! Hold your breath for as long as you can!
It's just smoke.
The door's unlocked, isn't it? Then let's make like an actor and exit stage left.
That's just the wall. She didn't need to tell us twice. She didn't need to tell us twice. All of us sprint towards the exit, covering our mouths and noses as best we can. Who's carrying? Did we leave Shoko behind? We all just left without him. I take a moment's glance behind us to see the professor scooping up Shoko in our arms. So we did. Even Big Man left him before chasing after us with laboured breaths. Come on, Manzo. You're letting Best Girl beat you? Then again, she's probably closer to the door. As we fly through the door in a mindless sprint, we find ourselves greeted by a formless blackened sky. Unable to see, I race towards with reckless abandon, praying the unseen obstacles or hidden monstrosities will fail to meet me in my path.
Is it me? Or is Biz following us?
No, it's just you.
Ah! Run faster, legs!
Relatable.
Do we have anywhere to even run to?
Good point. Guess it's a game of hide and seek.
Everyone, listen to me.
No. Why would we?
There's a path to the left. Keep following it and enter the second building that you see. It should be safe there.
Well, I'm gonna go to the right, because Biz probably heard that. It's probably getting rid of everyone else. However, there's also probably cameras. Probably see me, I'm alone. I'd be the perfect target, I guess.
Got it!
Professor N, confident instructions temporarily stifled my panic aimlessly. We heaped our words and passed by a set of towering walls. Their scale barely visible amidst the darkness. Eventually our eyes adjust enough to trace the outline of a building from the murky shadows. We rush towards it and find an entrance and push through two sets of doors. Okay. We made it. It doesn't take long for the remaining students to join us. The last to arrive was Professor N, who gently draped Shoko over a nearby table, and Yuta, who burst through the door soon after.
Students.
Why was she last? I'm glad we all made it here safely.
This is...
My word, you ran in heels while carrying Shoko? Yeah, what were you doing, big man? You've got the muscle.
Well, maybe.
It wasn't that difficult to manage, physically speaking. Don't let him hear you say that. Would one of you help me carry him to the dorm room so he can rest?
Without question.
Of course, you've done more than enough already.
Bro!
Dorm rooms? Oh, we got dorm rooms? And check my surroundings. I mean, this does look like a decent room. Of course, I remember this place. This is the lobby of the school dormitory.
It could be.
This particular building has enough space for each of us to have a private room, along with water and electricity. This is the safest place I can think of, seeing how it's pitch black outside. I think we should stay here for the night. Yeah, it's probably valid.
Hang on!
We can't do that. We have to get the hell out of here. Mara ignores the testing Professor N and proceeds to pound on the door with a tightened fist.
Cut me some slack.
What the hell? It's locked.
Hey, cool it!
Seriously, it was unlocked a moment ago. Yeah, but we're all here now. It wouldn't have been locked if one of us went the other direction.
Thinking
You don't think that evil
sounds-
monkey predicted we would have come here, do you? True. But it would have been very helpful if someone guided us here. Teacher.
There's nothing wrong.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire. It looks like we're back to square one.
Perhaps.
Well, there's some good news at least. You can all take a look at the door over there. Come out of the door on the room's left side. Fan walks over and opens it.
Wow.
Score! It's a pantry. These boxes all seem to be filled with tools and food.
Yes.
Yes, some of those small boxes are special mini fridges. We'll keep plenty of food in here for students. With these supplies in the bedroom upstairs, we should be safe until morning.
I got nothing.
Fine. I guess we should stay put for now.
Oh.
Now then, today's been nothing but horrifying developments. Yeah. And I'm sure we're all exhausted. For now, I suggest that we go upstairs and get some rest, since we're finally... I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's back.
He's so...
Can't believe I let him take control like that again. What kind of counselor attacks his own students? To be fair, it was self-defense. But one thing of me when I get charged with assault and battery.
Hey, are you tricking
Do monkeys
me?
even have mothers? I thought they hatched from coconuts. She knows too much.
I'm so sorry.
And I threatened you all to kill each other, and I don't know how I can ever come back from this. This is unforgivable. This is unforgivable.
I give up.
Whoa, back it up there. I thought you were the one who trapped us here.
I didn't
Well, I
do
was,
anything.
but that was only for our healthy and wholesome group bonding, I swear. I've read in books that escape rooms could help students learn to cooperate. That's why I set them up. So you are evil?
Unacceptable.
Learn, cooperate, we nearly burned to death. Someone froze to death.
What do you mean?
Wait, really? No wonder why you hated me so much. I feel that my job as a counselor. Yes, we get it already. Stop crying. I know it helps kill bacteria. This crosses the line. I didn't know that. I didn't know crying helps kill bacteria.
Come on, Cuckoo.
Noted. That's the excuse when I next make someone cry. I'm just helping them kill germs. Sorry.
You're missing
So if I'm hearing correctly,
something
you're unable
here.
to control that thing that took over you earlier.
You should be ashamed.
How pathetic. Hey, you are the yoga guy. You said it was mental health to, that's not cool.
I'm trying my best, okay?
That's fair. Is that tree on your head or is that part of the background?
I'm not bad.
He's probably the one who rigged those games with death traps. He often erases my memory when he's in control. Can you not do the same in reverse? Toya takes a look at her cocoa pad and frowns.
Spit in your general direction.
These excuses are purely pertly lame. Even if he went through the trouble of putting them in text for me.
Remember, don't kill.
That's true. Even if Biz is the one who's doing all of this, as your counselor, I'm still responsible for what happened to Shoko and everyone else. Still, with that, I'll call it there. We still have a bit to go. Apparently we're getting close to the end, of the prologue at least. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully I can see you in the next one, and with that, goodbye.